Yeah, I have been waiting. Come on, man. You deserve it. Yeah, sorry. Ah, it's so hot. Yeah, I thought we'll talk Corona and the universe. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of intimate connection that we might be actually missing, man. I mean, look at it this way. If this virus is microscopic to us, then we are microscopic to planet Earth. Planet Earth is microscopic to the Milky Way galaxy, and that is microscopic to the universe, and so on. So, one way to look at it is the virus gets inside us and affects us. The other is the virus got inside the earth or popped from the earth, the nature. I think it has a deeper meaning. It's kind of like a baby inside the mother's womb scenario. Two individual lives and two separate ways of communicating with each other, yet one and the same. Whatever affects one life has an impact on the other. So it's the same with us. We are like the baby, and Mother Earth is the mother. We're actually one and the same. I mean, look at this. If we compare us and how our system functions with that of Earth and how its system functions, it's fundamentally the same. The Earth is made up of certain essential elements, which are the same elements that we are made up of, which is what makes this planet habitable for us, right? If you look closer, volcanic mountains are pimples on Earth. If volcanic mountains are like lumps on the surface of the Earth's system, which erupts when there is excess heat and comes out as lava, similarly, pimples are like tiny lumps on the surface of our system, which again, due to too much heat, it just pops. What we are talking about is basically an imbalance in the essential elements that we are made of. In fact, do you remember the structure of an atom? It's strikingly similar to that of the picture of our solar system. Yeah, we are all made up of these miniature solar systems. By the way, there's a saying, never trust an atom because they make up everything. So, all living beings have their own ways to survive and communicate, right? Look at these trees. They don't move like us. They have their own ways to communicate. I think we know very little about how the nature communicates with us. Depends on our tiny lifestyles, I guess. I mean, if you're a dog lover, you know how dogs communicate with you. When a person does not like dogs, he does not know what it's trying to say. So it's the same thing. Anyway, in this point of view, when they say that your immune system has to be very good to fight the virus, then shouldn't the earth have its own concept of immune system? Because again, they say that our bodies have the natural tendency to heal itself if we are in harmony with nature as much as possible. Then shouldn't that be the same for Mother Earth as well, being nature itself? Now, when does this immune system as a concept come into importance? When there is a threat, whether it is in a form of virus or anything. So if that's the same thing, then look at the threat that the earth has gone through in just the recent times. I mean, we had Amazon fires burning up thousands of acres of the lungs of earth. That's what it's called. And then we had wildfires in India. Australia had wildfires. And we all know that 90% of Chinese population breathe toxic air. So, considering all this, I have a strong feeling that this virus is trying to communicate something. In fact, to put it in another way, the nature is trying to communicate with us through this virus something that we need to pause. Not that we need to die, we need to pause, because when we pause, it means the Mother Earth pauses all the pain that it's been going through. It's exactly again like when the baby pauses all its activities and rests for a while. That is when the mother can rest, right? Speaking of similarities, you know, the one thing that old people in their deathbed regret is not doing things that they wish they had done. And why this happens is because they didn't pause at a time and age that they should have paused. You know, they don't pause to ask the question whether their future self will be happy with whatever is happening in their life right now. It is the same thing for Earth, isn't it? Especially at times like this, because I mean, whatever progress that we have had in the past several hundreds of years is nothing compared to the advancement in terms of technology that we have had in just the past 100 years. You know, since globalization began, I think for the first time we have a single objective meaning of the term advancement or development, which is basically material development. You know, yesterday I was thinking, couldn't the nature choose any other way to communicate with us? And it didn't make sense to me. I mean, because if the universe wanted to greet us with an asteroid, that would fall in one part of the world, and the other part of the world would probably pray. We wouldn't have had this global impact. You know, see what's happening. We have paused exactly what was needed. There are thousands of deaths, yes, but you know, if there are zero deaths, I think we wouldn't take it this seriously. I think nature saw that. Because now see what has happened. Pollution has come down so much all over the world. I mean, Italians say that their canals have become clean. And I heard that just in one day in China, 20,000 people die in road accidents, which is way more than the deaths caused by this virus. You know, I'm just another guy. There is this Greek philosopher called Hippocrates. Way back here, it said something like this: diseases do not pop out of nowhere. When enough sins have been made, they just come, or something like that. Even now, Bill Gates had said that he strongly believes that there is a spiritual purpose behind all of this. You know, so looking at it this way, I guess actually we are the virus from Earth's point of view, and Corona is Earth's immune system fighting us back. I'm just looking on the bright side.